I made his favorite, chocolate raspberry torte, I said, placing the plate down carefully. Mom glanced over. Camilla said Ethan's cutting back on sugar. Of course she did. I smiled. It's just one slice. Camilla twirled into the room like a ballerina who never missed a spotlight. He loves it. But yeah, he's watching his carbs. I told him I'd help. I bit my tongue. I'd baked this cake every year for his birthday since college. He used to call it miracle cake. Ethan walked in a second later, pulling off his coat. Smells amazing in here. My heart jumped. I made your favorite. He smiled at the cake, then glanced at Camilla. Babe, can I cheat just this once? She leaned in, kissed his cheek. Only a bite. I stepped back, feeling the air leave my lungs. Thanks, that's sweet of you, Ethan said to me, like I was a stranger. I laughed softly, but it cracked halfway out. It's nothing. Just tradition, right? Camilla slid into the seat next to him, flashing her ringless fingers like bait. So, Mom, should we tell her now? My eyes darted between their faces. Tell me what? Ethan cleared his throat and pulled something out of his pocket. A small velvet box. My heart froze mid-beat. No, not here. Not like this. Camilla squealed. He proposed just this morning. Isn't it perfect? My ears rang. I stared at the diamond like it had just stabbed me in the chest. Mom clapped, already tearing up. Oh, my babies, I knew it. You're the first we told, sis. Camilla beamed. That means something, right? I don't know what to say. Say congratulations. Smile. Don't cry. Ethan rubbed the back of his neck. I was gonna call you later. Didn't want you to hear it from anyone else. Too late, I whispered. What? Camilla blinked. Nothing. I forced a smile. Congratulations. I'm happy for you both. Liar. I always thought you two would end up together, Mom chimed in. Camilla and Ethan just make sense, you know? No? Yes. That much was clear. Excuse me, I said, walking away before my legs gave out. Out on the porch, the air hit me like a slap. I gripped the railing and swallowed the sob crawling up my throat. 8 years? I waited 8 years for him to love me. I was there when he lost his job, when his dad died, when he couldn't pay rent. I was there for every broken relationship, every time she wasn't enough. I was always enough, just never chosen. A familiar voice broke my spiral. Didn't think I'd find you hiding outside your own house? I turned. Liam. Great. Don't you have somewhere better to be? I muttered. He leaned against the railing. I saw the look on your face. Did you come out here to gloat? No, I came to see if you were okay. I shook my head, trying to keep my voice steady. I'm fine. It's just a surprise. He snorted. Sure, a surprise. Like when it rains in Seattle. I laughed despite myself. You loved him, didn't you? I still do, I admitted. Or maybe I just loved the version of him I created in my head. Been there, he said. Fell for someone who never saw me either. Who? You. My breath caught. That's not funny. Not joking. He looked serious for once. I always liked you. You were just too busy looking at Ethan to notice. Why are you telling me this now? He shrugged. Maybe I'm tired of pretending. Maybe I think it's my turn. I don't want to be anyone's second choice, I said. He looked me straight in the eyes. Good. Then let someone who picks you first have a shot. Why now? Because I watched you burn for someone who never even looked your way. And maybe I'm not perfect, but I'd never make you beg to be seen. I don't know if I believe you. Then let me prove it. I looked at him, really looked. He wasn't Ethan. He wasn't polished or careful. He was blunt and honest, maybe reckless, but he looked at me like I was already enough. I'm not ready, I whispered. That's fine, he said. Just don't wait 8 more years. I didn't answer. I couldn't. Back inside, everyone was still celebrating. I stood in the doorway, invisible again. But this time, I wasn't going to stay that way. I walked past them all, up to my room, and closed the door behind me. I sat on the edge of my bed and whispered the words I should V said years ago. No more chasing. I didn't even know about the party until Camilla posted it on her story. Engagement dinner tonight with the love of my life. No invitation, no text, just glittery graphics and a location tag at the rooftop bar downtown. I stared at the screen like it was a joke. 8 years, and now I wasn't even worth a phone call. "Are you going?" Daisy asked, walking into the cafe where I'd been sulking for an hour. "I guess I have to." I didn't look up. "They're family." She sat across from me. "You don't owe anyone anything, you know? I just want to be done with it." "You don't get over something by putting yourself through more pain." "I just want to see it for myself." Daisy sighed. "Then wear red." "Why?" "Because red says, you don't own me anymore." The music was too loud, the lights too dim, and their faces too bright. Ethan looked perfect in his tailored black suit. Camilla sparkled like a champagne ad in a gold dress that left little to the imagination. I stood near the back, pretending to sip wine. Ethan lifted his glass. "To the woman who changed my life," I braced myself. "Camilla, you've been my peace, my joy, my future." Lies. She wasn't even his peace last month when they were arguing outside our house, and I pretended not to hear. He kissed her, and everyone clapped. I put down the glass and turned to leave. "I didn't think you'd actually come," said a voice behind me. I turned. Liam again. "I didn't think you'd be here either." "I wasn't invited. Crashed it for the open bar in your face." "You're terrible." "Accurate." We stood in silence. Then I said, "I thought it'd hurt more." "And?" "It hurts in a different way, like I've been punched so many times. I'm numb." He handed me a shot. "Then this won't make it worse." I took it. "To humiliation." "To liberation," he corrected. I almost laughed. Outside, I sat on the balcony needing air, needing to breathe without pretending. "You know he's not as happy as he looks," Liam said, sitting beside me. I didn't reply. "I saw him staring at you when you walked in." "Doesn't matter." "He's a fool." I leaned my head against the cool railing. "You think it's pathetic, don't you?" "No. I think loving someone that long takes strength. But chasing someone that long, that takes pain." I let the silence swallow us. Then I asked, "Why do you care so much?" "Because I remember you crying in the library after he forgot your birthday." "You remember that?" "I remember everything, like how you always pretended it didn't matter." I closed my eyes. I just wanted someone to choose me without me having to beg for it. "You ever thought of choosing someone who already wants you?" I looked at him, confused. "Like who?" "Me." "Liam, before you say no, just let me ask this. What if the person you've been chasing isn't even the one meant for you?" I stood. "This isn't the time." He got up too. "Then tell me when." I paused. "I don't know. Then I'll wait, but not forever." 2 weeks later, he sent flowers, then texts, then more visits to my job. He never pushed, but he didn't vanish either. "You're doing this to distract me from Ethan," I said one day. "I'm doing this because I see you. But do you even know me? I know you gave 8 years to someone who never saw you. I know you make lists in your phone when you're nervous. I know you hate ketchup but eat fries anyway. I know you settle for less even when you deserve more." "I'm not ready," I said. "Then don't be. Just let me be around while you figure it out." I stared at him, searching for cracks, for insincerity. But he just waited. Maybe I was tired of waiting for someone who never would. Maybe I was ready to be the one chased. "I can't believe you actually said yes," Daisy said as she zipped up my dress. I didn't say yes. I said, "Okay, there's a difference." "No, there's really not when it comes to marriage." I looked at myself in the mirror. "Do I look crazy?" "You look beautiful," she said. "But yeah, a little crazy." I smiled faintly. "Good." The ceremony was quiet. No over-the-top cake, no Camilla, no Ethan. Liam smiled like he had everything he ever wanted. And me, I smiled like I had finally been chosen. "You're my wife now," Liam whispered that night, fingers tracing my jaw. "Can't believe it." Believe it, I whispered back. He held me like he meant it. And for a while, I believed it too. For the first month, he brought me coffee in bed, sang badly in the kitchen, and made dinner when I worked late. Why are you being so perfect? I asked one night as he folded laundry. Because I know what it's like to be ignored. I looked up. You're not trying to prove something? Only that I'll never make you feel like he did. I didn't answer. He leaned in. You still think about him? No, I lied. He kissed my forehead. Good. But by month 3, things started to shift. You wore that to work? He asked one morning, his eyes on my blouse. What's wrong with it? It's tight. I looked down. It's not. It's fitted. He scoffed. Same thing. I wore this before we got married? Yeah, but now you're mine. Excuse me? He shook his head. Forget it. I didn't. The next week, he snapped because I forgot to buy oat milk. It's not a big deal, I said, placing the almond milk in the fridge. You never listen. I literally texted you. You didn't answer. He slammed the cabinet shut. You always have an excuse. Are you seriously mad over this? I'm mad because you don't care about what I ask. I stared at him, heart thumping. This isn't about milk. He pointed at me. This is about you not taking me seriously. I backed away. Okay. We didn't talk for 2 days. Daisy came over while he was out. Has he ever scared you? She asked gently. I laughed. He yells, but he's never hit me or anything. She raised a brow. That's not the only kind of scary. I stared at my hands. I thought love was supposed to be loud. No. Love is supposed to be safe. I didn't answer. Later that night, Liam saw the dishes in the sink. You had time to hang with your friend, but not clean up? I'll do it in the morning. He grabbed a plate and dropped it in the sink. It shattered. Why would you do that? I cried. Because you don't listen. It's a plate, Liam. He stepped forward. Don't raise your voice. Then don't raise your hands. He paused. I didn't touch you, but you wanted to. He turned away. Go to bed. I stood there, frozen. You're not the man I married. He laughed coldly. You married me to get over another man. What did you expect? My chest tightened. That's not true. He looked me dead in the eye. Isn't it? We didn't speak the next morning. The silence screamed louder than any fight. I stared at my reflection in the bathroom mirror, fingers gripping the sink. Who was I? A woman who begged for Ethan's love. A wife now begging for peace. I walked out of the house without a word. At work, Mr. Connors, our neighbor, stopped by the bookstore. Rough week? He asked kindly. I smiled politely. Why do you ask? Heard raised voices next door. I looked down. We're just adjusting. He nodded. If you ever need anything, even just to talk, my wife used to say it helps. I swallowed hard. Thanks. That night, Liam came home with roses. I'm sorry, he said. I overreacted. I took the flowers. Why do you do it? Because I'm scared, he said, of losing you. You're not losing me. He placed a hand on my cheek. Then stay. I wanted to believe him, but I started keeping a journal again. And in it I wrote, I don't think he loves me. I think he just wants to own me. Where were you? Liam asked the moment I stepped in. I told you. I stopped by Daisy's after work. You didn't text. I did. You didn't check. He snatched my phone from my hand and scrolled. Oh? I held up my palm. Can I have it back? He hesitated. You've been weird lately? I'm tired, Liam. He tossed the phone on the couch. You know I love you, right? I nodded, forcing a smile. I know. That weekend, I saw Ethan and Camilla at the cafe. I wasn't spying. I just walked in and there they were. She looked bored. He looked unhappy. Camilla stirred her drink, not looking up. You never talk anymore. Ethan said nothing. I turned away before either of them saw me, but I felt his eyes on my back as I walked out. You okay? Daisy asked later. I saw Ethan. She raised a brow. Did you talk? No, just saw. And? He looked miserable. She tilted her head. That make you feel better? No, I said quietly. It made me feel nothing. She smiled softly. That's growth. I wasn't sure. Liam found my journal 2 days later. What is this? He asked, waving it. I froze. It's private. He flipped pages. I feel trapped. I don't think he loves me. Really? You had no right to read that. I'm your husband, and I'm still a person. He threw the journal on the floor. So you're miserable, huh? I didn't answer. His hands clenched. Say something. You want me to lie? He stepped toward me. I want you to stop acting like a victim. I want you to stop pretending this is love. He stopped. What did you just say? I stared at him, shaking. This isn't love, Liam. Not anymore. He stood there, breathing hard. Then he turned and slammed the door on his way out. I didn't move. When he came back, he was drunk. I heard him before I saw him, keys fumbling, shoes stomping, breath heavy. You think you can just say that, and I'll leave? He slurred. Liam, you're drunk. I'm drunk because of you. I backed away. Don't come near me. He laughed bitterly. Oh, now I'm dangerous? You threw a plate at me last week. It broke by accident. You shoved me. He stepped closer. It was a mistake. You said that last time. His face twisted. So what? You gonna leave now? I didn't respond. He grabbed my arm. You're not going anywhere. I yanked back. Let me go. He froze, then dropped his hand like it burned him. I didn't mean... I ran upstairs and locked the door. My hands shook as I slid down the wall. I stayed there all night. He never knocked. The next morning, he was gone. I made coffee with trembling fingers. Daisy called. You sound like you haven't slept. I didn't. She waited. What happened? I think I'm done. She exhaled. I'm proud of you. I'm scared. Being scared doesn't mean you're wrong. It means you're finally facing the truth. I nodded. Can I stay with you? Always. That afternoon, I saw Ethan again. This time, he saw me too. He walked over, hands in his pockets. Hey, I stared at him. Hi. You look different? Free? He laughed. I guess. There was a long pause. You happy? I asked. He shrugged. I thought I would be. With her? With everything. I nodded. Yeah. He looked down. Did you really marry Liam? Yeah? Why? Because he chose me. Ethan's eyes flickered. And now? I'm choosing me. He smiled faintly. I miss you. I looked at him carefully. No, you miss having someone worship you. He didn't deny it. I should go, I said. Do you still think about me? He asked. I used to, I said. But now, not really. He blinked like that actually hurt. Good. Back home, Liam was sitting on the couch. You're leaving, he said flatly. I am. He didn't fight. He didn't yell. Just sat there. You never loved me, I said. I did, he whispered. Just not well. I picked up my bag. He didn't look at me again. I walked out. I didn't cry. I wasn't expecting her to show up. Camilla stood on Daisy's doorstep, eyes puffy, makeup smeared, the picture of regret in designer heels. I need to talk to you, she said. I didn't move. Why? She bit her lip. Please. Daisy looked at me. Your call. I sighed. 10 minutes. She followed me to the living room, sat on the edge of the couch like she didn't belong. Ethan cheated on me. I blinked. Okay. Just okay? What do you want me to say? I don't know. Be surprised? I'm not. She flinched. It's not what you think. Oh, so he accidentally fell into someone else? God, don't be like this. No, you don't get to walk in here and cry after what you did. Camilla looked down. I didn't mean to hurt you. You knew I loved him. I thought you were over it. You took him. I just wanted something for myself for once. I laughed bitterly. You wanted to win. She looked away. He doesn't even look at me now. Then why stay? I thought it would feel better, being chosen. I nodded. I know that feeling. She met my eyes. Do you hate me? I leaned back. Honestly, I don't have the energy. Camilla wiped her face. He said your name. I stilled. When? Last night. We were fighting. He said he never should have let you go. I closed my eyes. I think he loved you more than he realized, she added. No, I said. He loved that I loved him. She nodded slowly. That makes sense. We sat in silence. I'm sorry, she whispered. I believe you, I said, but that doesn't fix anything. I know. Another pause. I don't know what to do now, she said. You figure it out, I replied. The way I had to. She gave me a long look. You're different now. Yeah, I said, because I'm done being the quiet one who gets walked over. She nodded. You scare me a little. Good, Camilla stood. I hope you find someone who really sees you. I already did, I said. Me. She gave a sad smile. That's the hardest part, isn't it? I walked her to the door. Take care of yourself, I said. You too. And just like that, she was gone. Daisy walked in from the kitchen. How'd it go? She broke, I said, right in front of me. Did it feel good? I thought about it. No, but it felt right. She's not your responsibility. I know. Still hurts, though. Less than I thought. Daisy sat beside me. You're really leaving Liam? Already did. And Ethan? I exhaled. Not even a maybe. Proud of you, she said, bumping my shoulder. I smiled. Thanks. That night, I packed the last of my things from Liam's apartment. He wasn't home. I left the keys on the counter. One last look. The walls that held my silence. The floor that heard my tears. The door that never opened when I needed air. I shut it gently behind me. No drama. No goodbye. Just closure. You're really going through with it? Daisy asked as I zipped up my overnight bag. Yeah, I've waited long enough. She handed me the folder. The papers are in here. You sure you want to serve him yourself? I nodded. I want to see his face when he realizes I'm not bluffing. Then take this too. She held out a small voice recorder. Just in case. I tucked it in my coat. Thank you. Be safe, she said. I will. Liam opened the door, surprised. You're here. I came to talk. He stepped aside. You look different. I feel different. We sat across from each other like strangers. He stared at my bag. You're not coming back, are you? No? He laughed bitterly. So that's it? So, I brought divorce papers. He didn't touch them. You're serious. I laid the folder on the table. Sign them. What if I don't? Then I file them myself. Liam leaned forward. You think you're strong now? I am strong now. He stood up suddenly. You're throwing everything away. No, I said calmly. I'm saving myself. He paced. You were nothing before me. My eyes narrowed. I was lost before you. That's different. You need me. I needed love. What you gave me wasn't that. He slammed his hand on the table. You're not walking out again. I already did. He stepped toward me. I pulled out the recorder and pressed play. His words from last week echoed in his own voice. Yelling, breaking things, calling me names. He froze. You recorded me? I protected myself. His face paled. You're gonna ruin me. No. You did that to yourself. You're not the woman I married. No. I'm the woman you tried to break. And she survived. He sat down, shaking. So what now? You expose me? No, I said. I don't need revenge. I just need distance. Well, he signed. She hugged me hard. I'm so proud of you. I feel like I can finally breathe. We sat on the couch, silence thick with relief. Do you want to celebrate? She asked. Not yet. I just want peace. You deserve that. I smiled. I'm finally choosing me. That night, I burned the wedding photos, one by one. Each picture curled into ash. I held the last one, me smiling, him holding my hand. I tossed it in. I release you, I whispered. The flame flickered like it understood. The next day, Mr. Connors waved from his porch. You're glowing, I laughed. I feel lighter. He nodded. Leaving what harms us always does. I smiled. Thank you for hearing more than you were supposed to. You were brave, he said. Some people never leave. I almost didn't. But you did, he said. And that matters? Ethan called that evening. I stared at his name on the screen, let it ring, then blocked the number. Some things don't deserve a second chance. He showed up at the bookstore. I was restocking shelves, minding my own peace when I heard that voice. Hey. I turned slowly. Ethan. Didn't expect to see you here, I said. He looked uncomfortable. I heard you work here now. And you decided to drop by? I've been thinking about you. I crossed my arms. You're engaged to my sister. Not anymore. That made me pause. What happened? She left. Said she couldn't do it. Karma's quick these days. He flinched. Can we talk? About what? Everything. I looked around. Fine. 5 minutes. We sat at a corner table near the window. Ethan leaned forward. I never stopped caring about you. Caring? I raised an eyebrow. You proposed to my sister. I didn't know how to deal with what I felt. It was all messy. No. It was selfish? He nodded. You're right. I stayed silent. I keep thinking about how I treated you. The way I took you for granted. You didn't take me for granted. You erased me. I was stupid. I stared at him. Why now? Because I lost you. No, I said. You gave me away. He looked down. Camila said you were stronger now. She's right. He looked at me, eyes softer. I miss how you used to look at me. I don't look at you like that anymore. Because of Liam? No, because of me. He nodded slowly. Do you still feel anything? I feel peace, and I don't want to lose it. I could give you peace now. You gave me silence when I needed love. Ethan leaned back. I deserve that. Yes, I said, and more. He stared at the floor. I thought I had time. You had 8 years. A long pause. I regret it all, he said quietly. I know, I replied. He reached for my hand. I pulled it back. No, I said. He blinked. You're really done. I've never been more done. He swallowed hard. I hope one day. No, I cut in. Don't wait around for closure. This is it. He stood. Okay? Take care of yourself, Ethan. You too. And he walked away. Daisy met me at home that night. Guess who showed up today? I said. She rolled her eyes. Ethan. Yep. What did he want? To apologize, to reminisce, maybe to fix things. And I told him no. She smiled. Finally. I felt nothing, Daisy. No spark, no ache, just clarity. That's what healing feels like. I leaned back on the couch. It's like I outgrew the fantasy. Because you did. Later, I opened my journal. He regrets it, but I don't. Not anymore. I'm not bitter. I'm just free. I closed the book and breathed in the quiet. Not a single piece of me missed being in his shadow. This place is small, but it's perfect, Daisy said, handing me the keys. I looked around the tiny apartment. 1 bedroom, squeaky floors, and walls that hadn't seen fresh paint in years. I smiled. It's mine. First night alone? First night in my own peace. She hugged me. You earned this. After she left, I sat on the floor with takeout and silence. No yelling, no cold stares, just me. A week later, I was working the register when Liam walked in. I froze. He looked tired, slower. I'm not here to fight, he said. Good, I replied, because you won't get one. He nodded. I just needed to see you. One last time. You don't get to do that. I know. Then why are you here? Because I don't recognize myself anymore, and I think that started when I lost you. You didn't lose me, Liam. You broke me. His voice cracked. I didn't mean to. But you did. And meaning well doesn't erase damage. He looked down. You look strong. I am. He hesitated. Are you happy? I thought for a moment. I'm healing. That feels better than happiness. He nodded. I wanted to say sorry. You already said it with your silence. He stepped back. Goodbye. I didn't say it back. I watched him walk away, for good this time. Later, I grabbed coffee from a new shop. The barista smiled. Red lipstick. Love the look. I smiled. Thanks. I wear it for me. Outside, someone called my name. Ethan again? I sighed. Don't you have places to be? Just saw you walking. Thought I'd say hi. Hi. He scratched the back of his neck. You look happy. Because I am. He nodded. You were always too good for me. I tilted my head. Took you long enough to see it. He smiled faintly. I hope he's treating you right. There's no he, just me. Oh, I don't need someone to make me feel chosen anymore. He looked away. I'm sorry. I know. He stepped back. Goodbye, then. This time, I said it. Goodbye. Later that night, I rearranged my little bookshelf. I found a photo in the back. College, Ethan and me at some event. I looked so hopeful. I stared at it for a second, then tore it in half, not out of hate, out of peace. At work, Mr. Connor stopped by with his wife. You've got that glow, she said. She's not wrong, he added. New chapter, new life, I said. Daisy visited that weekend. You seem calm, she said, biting into a croissant. I don't wake up scared anymore. That's what freedom sounds like. I nodded. It's quiet, but beautiful. She looked at me. Do you still want love? Of course, but not the kind that makes me small. She smiled. You'll find it. I think I already did. With myself. A few days later, I walked past Liam on the street. He saw me. I saw him. We didn't speak, but I saw it in his eyes. Regret, sadness, a flicker of shame. And I didn't feel fear or pain, just distance. I stopped by the mirror on my way out the door that night. Red lipstick, head high. Who are you? I whispered, and for the first time, I answered out loud. I'm the one who chooses me, and I walked into my own life. Finally, fully mine.